All right, all right, all right. What's happening? What's happening? It's halftime, baby. You know what to do. Hit that like and that subscribe button for your boy. We're going to go ahead and break this thing down. Let's go. BirdCage. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. First half in the books. We're up 24-17. As I said this week on the BirdCage LLC, this was not going to be a gimme game. This was going to be a straight up dogfight. And right now, the offense has showed up to play today. Great rhythm. They started off sleepwalking, but they have found a rhythm. Touchdown run by Michael Penix Jr., run by Bijan Robinson, touchdown, and also a passing touchdown to Drake London right before the half. Michael Penix Jr. delivered a beautiful pass to Ray McLeod to get us in the position to win that game. Good hands, Ray, and way to lay out for that pass. We got to feed 25 a little bit more in this game. I know we're feeding Bijan, but we got to feed 25 a little bit more. 25 is finding ways to get off, and we're also being in a situation to where 25 is definitely hard to bring down. And if you start wearing these guys down now, then you let Bijan take over with that speed and that elusiveness, because it's going to be hard to tackle him when you don't have fresh legs and you're tired from getting beat down by that 230-pound monster that we have. So Penix is learning how to put some touch on the ball today. We're seeing that. It's going to come in time. Third game ever. Definitely appreciating what he's bringing to the table today. He has 204 yards. He's 12 out of 24 with one touchdown pass. When you look at it, the Falcons' offense is playing a well-balanced game. The defense, on the other hand, they got to wake up. They've been sleepwalking. The defense has to wake up. We're in a situation to where we're in a fight. Defense, I don't know if you know this or not, but we're in a fight right now. You guys really, you guys really have to look at it like this here. It's just one of those things, man. It's just one of those things at this point. You really have to put yourself in a position to make this happen. You have to give the offense a chance. They're pretty much giving you points. They're pretty much putting the momentum on this team right now. The defense got to wake up. We got to get a pass rush. Judon, you cannot have a careless penalty like that at all. You cannot have a careless penalty like that. And the moment that you continue to have careless penalties like that, it's not good. It's not good at all. We had to tackle better. Nate Landman, got to give you credit, man. We're hearing your name a lot today. Hearing 55 today. Hearing 53. My linebackers are showing up. But we have to get better at being able to bring pressure to Bryce Young at this point. It's just what it is. Bryce Young is having too much time back there. We have to put him in a position to where we can stop him. We have to stop getting gashed in the middle with the run. We've given up too many big plays up the middle so far, and it's just not good. It's not good at all. And we got to. We have to. So at this point, it's just what it is. All I'm saying is we got to make it work. We got to make it work. That's all I can say. But I'll say this. Looking at this other game that's going on right now, the Saints are giving Tampa everything they can have. They're giving Tampa everything they can have. I called this earlier this week. Realize this, folks. It is not over with yet. There are many people that have thrown their flags in on the season. Yes, it's the second half of football to play. Yes. But again, as I said before, they're still professionals. The Saints are actually trying to spoil somebody's season. They weren't going to lay down. That's another division rival. If they can ruin somebody's season, they're fine with it. You have to understand what the deal is right now. Right now, the Bucs thought it was going to be pretty much a cakewalk. It wasn't going to be that. And then after the situation that happened earlier this week, man, please, Spencer Rattler's been picking apart their defense. He's looking to get his first win of the season today. He's definitely trying to get that starting job for next year. That's what he's doing right now. But I'm not worried about him. It is what it is. We still have to finish our game. The way that we're going to finish this game, clock control, no turnovers, got to be smart with the football. We have to be smart with the football. We've got to tackle better. We've had tackling issues today. That's all I can say. We've had tackling issues today. And until we get better at tackling, we're going to struggle. The Falcons have actually given up pretty much some good yardage today on key third downs. We've got to be able to get off the field on third down. That is something that we have to do. So looking at the box score, I'm going to bring this up. I'm not going to pull it up on the screen for you guys. Bryce Young has 1 touchdown, 106 yards throwing today. You also got to look at it like this. Raheem Blackshear has 30 yards, but he's averaging 10 yards a carry, which means he's busting it up the gut. We're pretty much giving up the middle lane or whatnot. We're getting pushed in that zero technique, which means our defensive tackle has been getting pushed out of the way, and our linebackers haven't been able to make any plays. Miles Sanders averaging 4 yards a carry, and Mike Boone averaging 6 yards a carry. We have to limit their yards per carry, but the team's average is 5 yards a carry. They're averaging half a first down every time they decide to rush. We've got to stop these guys from being able to run. Now, the other thing that we're going to have to do better at, we got to stop a lot of these screens. Miles Sanders broke on Judon on a wheel route. You can't have a Matthew Judon on a guy like Miles Sanders. Sanders has got too much speed. Adam Thielen, he's going to do what he does. 3 catches for 30 yards. Defense, I just need more play. Got to give a shout out to Richie Grant because before the half, he made a critical third down stop. He literally made that tackle that put us in position to pretty much get in position to score points this drive. All I can say is right now, I need Grady Jarrett. You're the elder statesman on this team, number 97. You've been here long enough. It's time for you to step up. You complained and whined about getting help. Stop watching the scoreboard. Stop getting rolled down the field. Grab your jock strap, pull them up, and let's go to work, son. Now, we also got to talk about Arnold Ebiketie. You've been making some noise the past couple of weeks. We don't need you being as silent as a monk in a monastery right now saying silent prayers. We need you to go ahead, make noise, get there, make plays, make things happen, period. Graham, you got to step up too. And David Onyemata, Mr. 90, Mr. Big Boy. We need you in this game. I haven't talked about you much this season. We need you right now, sir. You got to step up at this point. But all I can say is at this point, the Falcons have to continue to keep playing consistent ball right now. That's pretty much how this has to happen. He's got to play consistent ball right now. But all I can tell you is this. Until the Falcons, all I can say is here, until the Falcons defense comes to play, we're going to be in a shootout today. We don't need to be in a shootout. You have Penix cooking right now. You have the offense finding a rhythm at the right time right now. You must keep this going, defense. You got to help these guys out. Today is the day we're calling you out. Normally, it's the offense we're trying to figure out, but today is your day. We need a complete game. We haven't gotten that. We've given up too many points already. We've given up 17 points in this ball game. 2 touchdowns. Unnecessary touchdowns at that. You've got to be able to get this thing right. Period. So at this point, I need you to figure this out. I really need you to figure this out. We have a chance to win this game, handle our business. We've got to stop watching the scoreboard. Period. We got to stop watching that scoreboard. Now, for people like me, I got to stream the game because I don't get it in this market up here in Philly. So I'm keeping up with that. But I also unfortunately, they're showing the Bucks and Aints game. So I'm watching that right now as we speak. That game right there is key. We handle our business. They handle theirs. Guess what? We host the game. We host the playoff game, ladies and gentlemen. And at this point, this has got to be one of the toughest things where my thing is, I already said this, I'm just rooting for the Bucks to lose. I'll never root for the Saints. Never will happen in my life. We should have handled business earlier this year, or we wouldn't be scoreboard watching right now. I mean, just be honest. We wouldn't be scoreboard watching right now if we handled our business. We got to have that honest conversation later, but now is not the time. But I will give it to Michael Penix Jr. He's finding his rhythm. He is finding his rhythm. I think once the kid is comfortable, I think next year is really going to be, something major. It's going to be something major because he's got experience. The game's going to slow down for him, and it's going to get better. He definitely is a very good quarterback, and he's shown it. I've already said, to me, if I compare Michael Penix to any quarterback that I've ever watched in my lifetime, I'm telling you right now, it is Warren Moon. Warren Moon is my Michael Penix comparison. You look at him throw, you look at the way his mannerisms are, you look at how he handles himself. The difference is he's a little bit streaky. He's a little different than Warren. Warren was more businesslike. Mike is more of a guy that's more laid back. Warren was just very uptight and more businesslike. But if you take those jersey numbers off, you look at the throwing motion and you look at how that ball is delivered, it's exactly the same. So we finally have a QB. We just got to address that backside to keep him upright. Now, all I can say is I like what's going on. The Saints right now are back-to-back penalties. They can't shoot themselves in the foot. They've shot themselves in the foot a few times today with a blocked punt that should have happened. But, hey, it's what it is. Long as they handle business, I don't care if it's by hook or by crook. If they handle their business and we handle ours, we host a playoff game. I said this last week. There's no need, you always hold on to that slim chance of hope. It ain't over with yet. The game still got to be played now. It's still 2 quarters. Anything can happen from us or them. But we got to finish strong. This is the only way that this is going to work. We have to finish strong. And the way that we finish strong is this. We play complete games. We come back out. We do the little things. Tackling, blocking, making catches. Drake, you caught the touchdown pass, which was great. We need you to start catching these first down conversions to keep our offense on the field and keep our defense sitting down on the side. All I can say is this. When you look at how this game has been played all the way around, it hasn't been clean. It hasn't been clean for us. We've got to hold on to the ball. We've got to catch. Penix had a few bad throws in the first half. It's just what it is. But now they're finding a rhythm. Let's keep this rhythm going offensively, but defense, you've got to step up. You've got to make plays. You've got to create turnovers. You've got to disrupt whatever they have going on at Carolina, because just remember this. A couple of years ago, Arthur Smith had a game 1 between us and Carolina, and we gave up the draws to DJ Moore catching that game-winning touchdown pass at the end that broke our hearts. We don't want to experience that again at all. That is something that we don't want to experience. That is something that we are trying to avoid at this point. We've got to finish this game strong. Special teams, continue to keep doing what you're doing. Listen, Raheem, we have a field goal kicker that has certain deficiencies. If you're going to put him out there to kick extra points, not extra points, if you're going to put him out there to grab 3 points on the scoreboard, what you have to do is put him well within his range to not even chance that. He's streaky. We're seeing that right now. He is streaky. So what we're going to have to do is make sure that this guy comes through, converts, and handles his situation the way that he needs to handle it. Because guess what? Cool's off on injured reserve right now. He's hurt. So the way that you're going to help this guy out, and this is who we got to ride out with, you've got to put him in good positions to win. This is your job. This is your job, Raheem. You got to make this work. So I can't wait for this second half to start. And unfortunately, Tampa Bay has scored again. So now we're sitting back watching this or whatnot. Tampa Bay started off with a score. They put themselves in position. It is only a 3-point game. So again, as I said before, we wouldn't be in this position right now, scoreboard watching, if Atlanta would have taken care of business and beaten the Saints at home, the division was wrapped up. So it is what it is. We're here. We only can control what we can control. So let's go ahead. Let's get back to this ball game. And hey, we're gonna see you back later for the post-game show, the party line or the benediction. Hopefully we have a party line and hopefully we can be celebrating. But there is still a strong possibility if we win, it's still gonna be a benediction because the season was a failure. So at the end of the day, let's go ahead, let's handle our business, and let's hope that Tampa just screws it up because I'm never gonna pull for the Saints. So this is your boy, the historian, with the halftime report. You guys enjoy the rest of the game. I'll see you back for the post-game show.